School is out for summer, and if you and your family can't get away for an adventure, National Geographic's ultimate explorer, Mireya Mayor, is here on Mama Loves Her Bargains to share some tips on international exploration. Hi, Mireya, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great, thanks. Would you consider doing a book or a kit that includes all of these tips and some directional cards for activities or recipes? My first grader has been doing this exact kind of program at school this year and, with her teacher, but I think a lot of parents would be very receptive to having some sort of kit that they can purchase.
Well, I think putting a book together is probably a great idea, but rather than waiting for that, one of the ways in which my own first grader did something like this in school is that we, the parents, each put in one tip, and it's an easy way to sort of ease in the burden on us and still get this more well-rounded series of ideas to do something like this. So everyone pitch in with either idea of a country or something that's done there, and you start doing that throughout the year so that the kids are exposed to these many places.
What age did you start traveling with your children?
You know, my daughter was only about 9 or 10 months old when I first took her to Madagascar. So it was quite the adventure. She was still teething while I was holding a snake and actually used that as a teething ring. I don't think they're ever too young to be exposed to different parts of the world and start traveling.
What are the must-include items when packing to travel internationally with small children?
Well, I think one of the most important things is to travel things that they're familiar with, like their own toys and blankets and that sort of thing, and keep them occupied on long flights. But then also think about, depending on where you're going, your access to things that they'll need daily or perhaps in an emergency like medicines, because sometimes it's not easy in the middle of the night in a strange place to find the medication you might need. So those are ways of traveling safely with kids and still and having things that will entertain them during very long flights or road trips.
What kinds of things do you suggest to entertain a kid?
Well, I have a great selection in front of me today, but there's lots of ways in which we can get kids engaged and really inspired to want to go out there and travel and explore. I think that one very easy activity is to do puzzles with kids, which all kids love, so it's a lot of fun, where you have perhaps a puzzle of a national park or a different animal. The same thing with coloring books or travel books or picture books. These are all ways in which the kids are being exposed to the different places and learning about them and wanting to ask more and more questions.
Do you find that there is a lack of attention given to outside cultures and customs by entertainment or educational outlets available to children?
I don't think that we can ever expose our kids enough to different cultures around the world, and I guess this is why this particular Barbie doll collection is one of my favorite. The Dolls of the World collection dresses these beautiful dolls from representatives from all over the world. They have with them, a little animal that represents, say, the koala bear in Australia. You have this wildlife photographer from Mexico. You have all these places that the kids can learn about. It comes in this box that has all this information about the country, even little words that they can learn that they speak locally in those countries, a little passport for the child, and then they can continue to learn about this and engage in fun activities on the website, barbie.com/dolls of the world. The girls can continue to dress other dolls, pick up other fun facts, so they're learning while still having a lot of fun, so they don't even know it. And I like that they're easily accessible to everybody because they're available at major retailers like Target. So really it's a great way for little girls to sort of want to go out there and explore, and it builds that lifelong lesson of greater appreciation for diversity in different cultures.
Great. Where can we find more information?
Well, I have a website, MireyaMayor.com, and you can follow some of my adventures there and see the pictures of places that I've personally been to. And then there's the Barbie.com /Dolls of the World website, where the kids can really get engaged in learning about these different countries and play fun games while they're doing it.
Fabulous. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.